All right, tape is rolling. Zippity doo dah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Labs and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Man, that intro was a little loud today, it sounded.
It's all good.
It's all good. We actually got an intro. Yeah. Bots for it.
Yeah. It's like maybe it blew out a few ears, maybe it didn't. I can always
wake up and
smell the coffee.
Jack.
Yeah.
Right. How's everybody doing out there today? It's Hump Day, Whacked Out Wednesday here inside Trinity Avatar. Wednesday, August 9th, 2017. And that means free trial starts today again. For those of you guys wanting to test and play with stuff and get friends and family in, tell your colleagues. We got the free trial running from today through the 30th of this month, about 3 weeks, so people can get it on in here and check out the game. See what it's all about. Try before you buy. Get on in here, check it out.
Hey,
Get over the learning curve. Hey,
I think this free trial is the first time you can actually do any of the starting quests.
Really, I did not.
I did not see anything to where they said that they were going to be.
Well, let's see here.
Yeah, it's like let's check, make sure I'm not giving bad information. It's a free trial, blah 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 blah.
Because Barrick posted something shortly before we went live. It was just a link on Twitter. Let's
Wait,
follow that
sorry,
link and see what it's got to say.
It can only start on the Path of Love still. Damn, it's like I really want them to. New players to experience all of the different quest lines, even though we do know that the Path of Courage and the Path of Truth are still being worked on and they're being tweaked. But as they go through and they tweak all of those quests and make sure that everything flows together, it's like, you know what? Don't pigeonhole people. Let them experience it and realize that, hey, the game is still actively being developed.
As rules are pretty much the same. Cannot give items to players, cannot purchase or sell via vendors, can own property, no public chests, the usual, cannot flag PvP.
Yeah, and that's all until people, new players, turn around and do weird things. Where is
what are you looking
Eye
for?
Dropper? Well, I think I know how I'm going to do the thing that you really wanted done.
Oh, how you think you're going to do the thing I wanted done? How you gonna get it
Well,
done?
okay, so if you noticed, inside of Discord, I posted the T-shirt, and if you look at the image, it's really cropped, and so I think it's just a matter of cropping that square around uh, the T-shirt.
No, no.
And
See, that's it. It's This is a transparency. There's a major difference. You would still have the
it's
black
easy.
background. It wouldn't be a
Well,
transparency. It would.
converting that to a transparency is relatively trivial.
You think?
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes, it is.
So yeah, and because that's just a matter of deleting all the black stuff.
Well, let's see. Let's see how trivial it is a week from now when Jack's still going.
Hey! Don't make me hurt you. I
No,
that just
I'm just gonna make you, do what you said you
my
were gonna
words,
do.
my words, dirty bastard.
Gonna
He
hold
he
you
could
to
just
it.
go on Fiverr and hire somebody to do it for $5.
Well, problem
Hell,
is he
why?
ain't got $5. I know that.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
$2. We'll work for $2. We'll work
Yeah.
for subscriptions. That's right. Don't forget, you guys can donate in bits to our streams now. Of course, you can also subscribe to us by going to
Yay.
Twitch TV/NBNN or Twitch TV/Cynicist and hitting that subscribe button. Of course, if you've got Amazon Prime, you get a free follow, a free subscription of your choice, and it's free for you, but gives us a couple pennies in our pockets. So if you got it, we'd appreciate it if you used it.
Absolutely.
And of
Anything
course,
that.
there's always Patreon.
Yep.
You can become a Patreon and get all sorts of goodies at different pledge levels. But yes, free trial happening now, and of course, we're going to look forward to see how many people actually come on in. Now, they talked about this during the post-mortem the other day, and they were talking about the conversion rates of the amount of people who are coming in on the free trial and actually converting, and their number was, what did Chris say, it was something like 7%, which
I can't remember.
really
Oh,
isn't bad.
yeah. Well, that and each trial, it's actually increasing. So the first
Yes,
the first
absolutely.
trial, it was like 2% conversion rate. Now it's higher, so that makes it a lot easier and a lot better. So as the conversion rate improves, and we start seeing more adoptions, everything becomes a little bit happier. And especially, I think new players are starting to migrate a little bit further to converting to actual accounts because they're recognizing it's like, you know what, this is a game, and it's a game that I can actually play and I can get into.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen several examples of folks coming in. Of course, Omen Crow is a recent example right here. Omen came in and made himself right at home here inside Shroud Avatar. I got
Yes.
Nero Draconian. He came on in, found us, found my little place over in Longfall out there, and yesterday he just upgraded. He upgraded Monday actually, but yesterday we
Okay.
took the time out and he went from free trial to a village lot to now a town lot, and he's really working on his property out there, and again, I actually see this, in the people who are coming to live in the town, renting the towns, and all that good stuff. So I can definitely see, hey, it's Carrie Death. Look at that. Haven't seen her in a
Hey,
while.
Carrie, how's it going? Don't forget, anybody and everybody's welcome to join us in Discord. Just go to discord.me/NBNN. That'll bring you into the channel. If that's too hard, you can go to nbnn.info and click on the Discord link there.
That's right. Come right on in and say hello. Come tell us what's going on in your world. Or just come listen in and have a couple of chuckles, because all the fun stuff actually... You're welcome, Nero. As Nero just messaged me, he's listening out there. Says, thanks for your kindness, good sir. No, thank you. Again, I really thank the people who are helping by moving into the town early. And I got to say that one of the things that people always ask, how much you charging to live in your town? Listen, anybody who needs a place to live right now, come on in. Got plenty of places open, and for the folks who come on in now and help build a town and establish the town, you guys live there as long as you want. Later on when people want to live in the town and there's a fight for room, well, you guys are all secure knowing that you guys don't have to worry about that. And the latecomers, well, they'll have to worry about that. They'll have to rent a room in the inn or, fight for the little space. Again, later on I was telling Nero that the latecomers aren't going to get a chance to say, hey, can I just go from a village to a town lot? Because it's just going to be, hey, this is what's available, and that's what you're going to have to live in, guy or girl.
Somebody.
Great to see the towns growing and all that good stuff. That was another question out in the postmortem on Monday about the towns and how they show. The vanity towns. And, of course, we knew the answer to that. The answer was...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That just becomes way too much work. And if you do own a vanity town, and by vanity town, that is where you plan on only having realistically yourself as a resident, don't expect
to have a lot of town showing on them.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's something that is going to always be corrected. And Duden, whose mic is low? Is that mine, as in Jack's, or is it Laz's mic that's low on Twitch?
Saying that?
That's over in Twitch on your stream.
Mike Low.
Yeah.
That was about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, good question.
Yeah, good.
Now, my question is anybody actually hearing music out there? Because one of the things
I've
been noticing is, I'm talking about through the radio and through the Twitch stream.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't see it, I don't see it going through the audio, but it's playing through the headphones, and I sort of noticed that when I was doing some other stuff to try and load up a video, and it wasn't playing audio. Although it's going where it's supposed to, I can hear it, which should mean it's going out through you guys. But you're not hearing any music at all out there. Very interesting.
Couldn't tell you.
Let me turn it up a little just to see if it's.
Well, it's for me. I intentionally keep it about like 30%, so it's always kind of quiet on my stream.
Yeah, no,
and that's because
going out there whatsoever.
Don't want it blowing people out.
Yes, we do.
Well, no, because then if it's the same level, then you miss out on the conversation, and that's the fun stuff.
And
that's what you
I
think.
have to go dig through that again. I think I know where it's happening.
You're breaking stuff again.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to push everything through one channel and be done with it.
That's Laz jamming Q-tips and everything.
That's
Laz,
right.
Technical difficulties long, trying to.
Hey, you gotta love it.
Hey, I love you, baby.
Gotta love it. Let's see.
Although I can't believe you married some imposter.
Yeah. Give it up.
Give what up?
Okay, so Justin's hearing the music on the radio. It's just not going through on the stream, which is interesting. Okay.
Weird.
Yes.
Inside of OBS, did you set up the output as the proper one?
Well, considering it should be on the same output that you're talking on and people can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. And Justin said, check your phone.
Check my phone, yes.
Yes. He says he did.
And now the music's gone, even though you just said it was perfect.
Hey, and Charlie Brown, man. Charlie Brown.
All right, let's try that right there. See, to me, that would be overbearing, but it's not going there. Anyway.
Couldn't tell you.
Stop touching. All right, tell me how it sounds now, and I'll know. One more time, and I'll know where it is. Should be a little loud right now, if I'm correct. Anyway, moving right along. While we handle the sound problems here.
Wait, sound problems? Not on my end. Sound problems aren't on my end.
Except for those couple shows that you did with no sound. But
hey, just hey.
No, I wouldn't know.
That was a Windows update. I have no control over it. I did not look at the fact that desktop audio was
kettle black. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, technical difficulties. Don't make me bring this guy out and throw him at you. He's got claws and he knows how to use them. Meow. That's right.
The little pussy out.
And he's not talking right now. It's like, say something. Say something. There. I even got him to say something.
2-year plan.
Yes.
What he said? He said
2-year plan.
That's right. So, I mean, while Laz is doing that and trying to figure out his sound issues and trying to get that resolved, you know what? Blood Omen saying he can hear music through Twitch. Yay. Oh, wait. No, wait. That's on my stream, not on Laz's. Carrie Death can't hear music on the stream. While Laz is doing that, you know what we could talk about? Stand-up corner.
You can talk about Tuesday stand-up corner.
Taco Tuesdays stand-up corner.
Tuesday.
So that will give Laz some time to try to figure out his technical issue. So Taco Tuesday, remember today is Whacked Out Wednesday. It is the day where I generally prefer to refer to it as Hump Day. And the stand-up corner is where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday. I'm working on this today. Something gets written down, eventually gets posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it so you don't have to. So this is yesterday's stand-up corner, where over in the art department, Bob the Builder.
Cult of Bob.
He was working on the Obsidian Village Inn.
Oh, goodness, another inn.
That's right. Damon.
Obsidian Village Inn. Damon Waldron.
He's
all
trying
the
to
doors
dazzle.
have bars on them.
Yeah, he's trying to dazzle everybody with his dazzling rays.
Dazzling rays. If you can't baffle them with brilliance, you dazzle them with bullshit. Or if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, yeah, whatever.
You do something. You do something. Whereas Fletcher, he's trying to make sure that all of those telethon rares are coming to you, and he's working on them with the Oracle Eye Helmet and the Oracle Cable Wings.
Wings.
That ugly fist, he's working on the tree creature as we expand the bestiary. Bestiary. Yes, we need more creatures, and that will actually make a much more diverse world. And so I'm glad that they're adding new creatures. Then we need some Ettins, and we need some. What else do we need? We've got golems. We've got trolls. We need We need some Ettins. We need some other things. Mongbats. That's what we're really missing. Mongbats. And large rats.
Bats, yeah, headless.
And large rats. And, yeah, and
rats,
headless.
Yeah,
Yes.
all sorts of good stuff. Yeah.
And then we'll really get the feel that this is you, especially if you go into the rats just to kill sewers. I mean, go into the sewers just to kill rats. Whereas Reed, he's working on the cloak home decorations. He's trying to make sure that all of your cloaks can be deco items, and that will be interesting. And don't forget, what they're trying to do is the cloaks actually hanging up on the wall, kind of like on a wire hanger. Because you know what, wire hangers are the way to go. They're great for beating children. I learned that in a movie in the late 70s. No more wire hangers. No comment there. No comments from Peanut Gallen.
I'm writing
So it's
back to Barrick.
Okay.
Of course, I'm going to comment on it real quick here because Barrick's like, ticket sales end tomorrow. What do you mean ticket sales end tomorrow? It's still early. Well, ticket sales end tomorrow for several reasons. We've explained this over and over again. And, of course, the main reason is chargebacks. Second reason is knowing how much we really have to work with and enough time out in order to make other plans if necessary. And, of course, it doesn't look like that's necessary at this point. But tickets have been on sale for 8 months now. And
I know what you're talking about.
No.
I know what you're talking about. Other people may not. That's a SodaCon issue.
That's why I'm commenting here now. That's right. Tomorrow is the last day for tickets to SodaCon. And, of course, I can't help that. That was decided over a year ago. This was decided last October. So, ticket sales have been on sale for 8 months, and when they're done, they're done. And that's, we've been stating that since before they went on sale. So I don't see tickets getting extended, and I don't see us changing venues now because, it's early. No, it's not early. It's less than 2 months away. We're actually just 2 months out. So. And that's not early.
Yep.
Anyway, moving right along.
So over in design, Beezus, he's working on tooltip improvements to show armor and weapon type. Whereas Seawolf, he's working out at the Longfall Woods, making sure that that's uncloned. Whereas Damien, he's working on Highvale Outskirts conversations and quests. Because quests are what make or break the game. Dan the Man
Brennan.
He's working on Exeter NPCs and player-owned towns and the telethon. Whereas Sanyo, he was working on side quests in the telethon. Lum the Mad.
Lum Mad.
Working on the conversation system localization, refactor, and telethon. It's trying to make sure that all those conversations can be localized. Whereas Sorcerer Steve, he's working on Middle Downs and the telethon, the Energy Vortex. List Rossov, he is working on South Broken Road and the telethon. And over in tech, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
He was working on trap. See, he was actually working on some trap music, not traps for the game, trap music.
Trap music?
And Switch support. Yeah, it's a style of music now. We would have to get Omen Crow to go into more detail about the variables associated with trap. I'm not really into trap, so I don't know.
Omen?
Yeah, Omen Crow.
Oh.
What is trap as far as a musical style? Put you on the spot.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was so up late last night, early this morning. I have barely even woke up yet. Give me a second. Talk some more. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. When I come back, I'll discuss the Casino Trap.
Anyway, moving right along.
Moving right along, we do have Switch support and then Wizard Smoke. He's working on multiple chat windows. And Justin saying she played some trap during the tea party. And then the Deathbringer, one and only, he's working on bugs.
Bug.
After that, Burning Toad. He's working on telethon sales and tenant items ID for owners. So that way owners know who's placing what. Then over in the useless overhead group, we do have Andrea. And Justin saying it's drummy and dancey. Very specific.
It is drummy and dancey. It's a more grimier. They use the term grimier, but you can't really do that in music. It's a subgenre of electronic dance music, and it's really it's a little bit more bassy and more ominous lyrics. It's a little bit darker EDM.
A little bit darker EDM. Okay, that nails it for me. Then
EDM is electronic dance music, synthesizers, things like that.
That is. The Dippy Bird.
The bird.
Interesting. Well, it is interesting that the term trap, and this may shed a little light. It's interesting that the term trap they used is used as a reference for where drug deals occur.
Sweet. It's a trap.
Ooh, interesting.
It's a trap. The music. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
And then
We're all gonna die.
Dippy Bird's working on server maintenance and the telethon. Gorn, he was working on the telethon. Barrick was working on the telethon. And the Seed Invest support. And it's nastier than the Amsterdam twerk.
Amsterdam twerk. Hey,
I'm just reading messages.
Let me be honest. There's nothing in the world better than a good twerk going on in front of you.
Well, it all depends on who's twerking in front of you,
well, this
whether
is
or not
true.
it's
This
good
is true.
or not.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, because I really don't think people want to see me twerking or Laz twerking.
You don't know. There may be somebody where you and Laz are their fantasy twerkers.
Hold on, let me get on top of this folding chair real quick.
You look like you've been shot with a stun gun.
Yeah, that's about it. The Lord British, he was playtesting in Seed Invest support and telethon. Serafina providing that lovely customer service.
Wonderful customer service like only Serafina can.
And she did make a few surprise appearances during the telethon.
I saw that. I tell you what, they need to get more Sarah on. That'll bring in some donations. Getting out there, doing some dancing and some pumping the crowd up, you know.
Well, she definitely dances a lot better than Star. So
absolutely,
yeah. We also need Gix dancing and List Rostov dancing and a few other people dancing, and that way we get a little breadth of developers dancing instead of just Star. Then Star was working on the weekly update, Travian meeting scheduling, and 2-year plan. I'm waiting for someone to do the sound effect.
Sorry.
Dot.
Yeah, sorry.
2 YP.
2-year plan.
Excellent. And
2-year plan.
the telethon. And that's what our devs were working on
plan.
yesterday. So, Laz, did you ever fix your audio issue?
No,
2-year plan.
Can't do that while we're
Okay, you got distracted.
I just can't do that while we're live unless I want everybody to hear duplicate of everything while I'm doing it. And that just don't make sense.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
2-year plan?
2-year plan. 2-year plan.
2-year plan.
And how do I do this to complete transparency? That's to white. Yep. See, I'm going to get this done within an hour.
Get her done.
Get her done. Get her done. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And so where are we going? We also have today's stand-up corner already posted, but you know what? We can't talk about today's stand-up corner because that's no fun.
Yeah,
no fun.
Well, we got Joe out there dancing on the street. Shroud is joining us. We got a whole bunch of folks out here joining us sidewalk side today. And, of course, we do have some updates from Chris that we can go jump over and take a look at.
What? Chris has updated his daily blog and he's no longer getting a haircut?
The Dippy Bird.
We actually have a couple of updates from Chris.
That's right. We can actually do,
on Monday.
Both topics there.
Yeah. On Monday, he said he was doing some post-mortem thing and also automating the backup progress for their new internal VMware setup. And for those coming here looking for the feature that I mentioned that I was most excited about for PvP for this release, it is a scene flag for a balanced PvP scene. All players will use 80 for their adventure level while in the scene, and all skills will be capped to 100 for calculations, hoping to sneak this in for release 45 and put it on at least one PvP scene. That'll be weird. And I don't know if I actually like that.
I don't seem to care.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head already, but let's just move on. So,
okay.
We're going to create a scene that no matter what your stats are, when you go in, you're going to be limited to the maximum amount to make it fair in PvP. Is that what I'm hearing? Really?
How about we spend the time on something else that actually needs work?
Yeah.
You know, don't cater to like a literally a 10% cut of the population.
Yeah, really?
Well, I just don't like that implementation.
In a PvP area to make it fair.
It's one PvP scene.
Well, I don't care if it's one. You're doing it, is what you're telling me. Yeah,
it's a little weird. Yeah.
A little weird. Yeah.
Yeah. And yesterday he did say that pugilism was done, so we're going to have some fisticuffs. And we have to go with the old style of punching. Not this modern.
I'll give you such a punch.
Old style.
Such a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Laz, get away! Get away, Laz!
Get away!
Yeah. Then he's mostly done with the text, so they can set scenes to have a level and/or skill cap. And primary use is aimed at having a capped PvP experience, but he could also be used for other things like capping power in other PvP or story areas.
Yep.
He needs to work more for those, or else it could be overly punishing for some. For example, your skills are all capped at 80, which gets you killed, and then your decay amount is based at your full skill amount.
Yeah. Hello.
I just think it's a kind of a bad idea, anyways. But
yeah. I see previous post. See tomorrow's rant. We'll talk about that.
It's all good. It's all good. And then after that, we do see for today, he's continuing work on the level cap work. The level caps are in place now, but as always, that is the easy part. The hard part is conveying what is going on to the player. Also, for clarification, the feature will only be turned on for 1 or 2 scenes. He'll likely add a new PvP arena scene that has a cap. He also wants to add a new version of Chillblains that has a level cap and different creatures. and added some logic. So if you die in a capped scene, the amount of decay is proportional to how gimped you were. If you had 25 million XP applied and you only got to use 5 million of them in the scene, then a decayed death would only cost you 20% as much. This also only removes that much from your accumulated decay, so you can't clear your decay by going to a capped area, dying a few times. You'll clear some, but not all. It's going to be overly complicated. It's going to introduce a dozen different bugs.
I'm just going to go, why? We're
Yeah.
catering to a minuscule amount of the population.
You know what?
And now you're trying to balance something that should have no balance to begin with. You want to give us open classes, but now in order to make PvP more enjoyable or to get more people to engage in it, we're going to create these scenes to try and... I don't get it. I
think he's going to go through and realize that this was a bad idea, and he'll backtrack eventually. It may take him a few days to do that. I would rather see him working on some sort of faction system within the game, and those faction systems being like, I actually see 4 different factions, because you remember Scotty's picture of the different virtues of chaos and
I do.
Virtue, and you end up with 4 different levels, and where at one side you actually end up supporting like Obsidians, other side you're much more following the path of the Oracle, and then you end up with different factions, and you end up with a lot more role play.
Well,
and I would love to see more
side of the fight you're on, of course.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if I were one of those people who wanted to be the uber PvPer, and Lazarus doesn't do that. That's against Lazarus's whole thing. I mean, I will fight and I will defend myself, but going around killing people just for the sheer sport of it is not my style. And having to go into a player versus player area in order to get better gains or flag to get better gains is not my idea of A, fun, or B, fairness to begin with. Now, if I was one of them uber elites where I worked my ass off to get to that point where I could kick everybody's ass, I purely expect to take advantage of that. And, of course, I would not use those scenes had I been in that said situation. So I just don't get the whole point of let's take the Uber player and the medium player and give them a place where they both become on a level. I mean, just duel me, for crying out loud. Why do we need to get into all this crazy? I just don't get it. I don't understand why they just haven't let PvPers flag, kill each other, loot the shit out of each other, and be done with it. But that's another story.
There is no addressing the meaningful PvP in the game, and that's where it's like we need that faction system, and we also need the control points to actually have meaning as well. These are things that should come on eventually.
We've heard the control points will take on some meaning.
Yeah, and so it's like spend that dev time working on those things, and ignore the arena the balanced arena. That balanced arena, I think, right now is not a good use of time. Although Chris will sit there and yell at me and say, "No, I'm doing this my way." Yeah.
Now, there was no point to queue up in WoW once you got to the max level. Well, there was no point to playing WoW when it was you can go here and do this quest, and then you can go here and do that quest, but you can't do that till you do this and pay me. That went out the window about 2 months into. Again, it's sitting on the shelf and has been since shortly after I bought it, for that reason.
I've never played WoW.
Yeah, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. Same thing for DDO. DDO was...
I enjoyed DDO, though.
It was all right, but, is no community over there. At least not that I was able to
No.
hear. Yeah, I mean, millions of people running around. Ask a question and everybody runs by you like you're standing in the middle of Times Square, Manhattan.
Yeah,
And
pretty much you had to be in a guild
yeah.
that worked on things.
So, unlike here where people actually stop, say hello, answer questions, wave, even if they flip you off as they pass you by, at least they made the gesture here. Oh yeah, that's an emote we need. The bird.
That's right.
The bird. The dippy bird.
And nobody flips those birds like Rear Admiral
Suck it,
Floyd.
tamers.
All right. So interesting
Yeah.
stuff, nonetheless. I'll be interested to see how that fleshes out come QA time, and of course that will be coming up another couple of weeks yet. Is maybe we'll get an early QA this month. Hopefully, I don't think so because they seem to be really looking forward to having that a little bit of extra development time this month. The way they were talking about it in the postmortem on Monday.
They're doing something.
You look totally bored over there, or did something else get your attention?
Squirrel.
Swirl. He's like, Laz is on a soapbox. I can
Well,
go check Pornhub and check the mail.
Laz is on his soapbox where I completely disagree with some aspects of what you're talking about. And
So you think that he should focus more on that PvP? No, you already said that. Yeah.
I
think it's time for a beer. Everybody grab a beer.
All right, let's move it on, people. Move it on.
Move it on.
Moving
Move it
right
on to where?
along. What else we got before we gotta start wrapping up today?
well,
You're
we've
already
got all
in
kinds of
London.
stuff.
Yeah,
What's that?
you're already 40 minutes into the show, people.
Yeah, you tell me
That doesn't-
something I don't know. Actually, 41 to be exact, but that's who's keeping track. What else we got for the folks today, Jack? Anything else hot out there in the news? Or you?
Well,
See.
not really. Boom, 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 boom.
Not really.
You know
Pussycat.
they're
No.
playing with agriculture when you know all the seeds start turning up missing.
Oh well, yeah. There's a good one, and of course you should have shouted that one out earlier. Oh, and actually, let's see. This might be related to it. Yeah, recipes as loot. Release 44 instructions. Many
Well,
recipes that involve working with rarer materials and or components have been moved off merchants and are now found as loot on mid-level enemies.
Bullcrap.
No
Yeah, let's get 'em to
right-
drop
right-
freaking
right
a little
there
bit more
is,
then.
New Dawn for Recipes, topic by Striker Sparhawk out there. And of course, I knew this was coming. Because people have been, and it's been relentless since last Thursday. People have been, Laz, somebody said you might be able to help me. I'm looking for this recipe. Now, some of them I've been able to help out. Of course.
Others, yeah,
others
the
I
recipe
gotta go,
change.
Dude, they just changed it all last week. I don't have all the answers for you, but I'll do my best to find out. And slowly compiling a list. Very slowly, because, again, there's not much coming. Yeah, but one of those things that I'm telling people as well is that, I went looking here, I went looking there, and a lot of people are missing a lot of the main cities like Erie or like Resolute or what's the other one way up north? Starts with a B.
No idea. Don't know what you're talking about.
Where do the never mind. I'll get it.
It's
Bell
not
bottom.
It's not Brecon Bay.
Any
Brittany
of the
Alleys.
places where you find the Moongate going to would probably be a good place to start. Let's put it that way.
It is let some people, it's go to every single vendor and see what recipes they have on it realistically. I mean, until we actually have someone actually go through and document it, it's a good time to be in the recipe selling business as well as the seed selling business. Lots of people like Spiff are finding that their seeds are harder to find now.
Now, I've been in the recipe business for quite some time.
Oh, you've been in the recipe business since the beginning.
That's right. Now, of course, my point being on the other one was when you go to Erie and you look for a blacksmith, there's 3 blacksmiths and a weaponsmith. Who's got your recipe? So did you go to all 3 blacksmiths? Did you check the weaponsmith? Did you check the archer? Because there are all those different NPCs. So I just wanted to point that out.
I did that yesterday. Weaponsmiths no longer carry the recipes, and
the one you're looking for what? The white metal?
No, the meteorics. I've been to Resolute, Kiln. I've been to all of them, and they don't carry. I mean, they have the ingots, but they don't have the binding sheets or
now,
wires.
One of the other things I did notice is that from town to town, the metal differs. One guy will have copper, one
copper
guy will have
and
iron.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that already, just for everybody out there.
But meteor, the white iron, and all your high-end specialty stuff for all the armors and stuff are now drop only.
And of course, there's going to be the uproar on that, but it's already started. Let's just say that much.
A little hint on what drops it would be nice.
Or what zone? Yeah, that would be perfect.
I just read that to you in the release notes, for crying out loud. Are now found as loot on mid-level enemies. Hello.
Okay, define mid-level and define enemies.
That was also talked about. That was also talked on about during the telethon for about 30 seconds.
Mid-level does not mean something in a level 5 zone that only like 20% of the population can get to.
Now, of course, mid-level depends on what level you are. I mean, that's the way I see it. If I'm a level 25, a mid-level creature to me is, 15. If I'm level 50, a mid-level creature is 35.
Remember, you're also not supposed to know your actual level without doing the stats because there's no way to easily get that.
That's actually not true. I mean, you're right. Physically, the
only way to really get your adventurer level,
the yellow, the red, the orange, the green, sort of gives you that indicator. Yeah.
Well, mid-level would be a tier 3 zone. Then
that would be my opinion. Now, of course, when I go into a tier 3 and a green archer still kicks my ass at level 79. I got to question what mid-level is still, so I got to agree with Spiff on that one.
Yeah.
But meanwhile,
it's all broken.
That time of the day. Start wrapping it up, getting out of here.
Hey, did you see what I posted in Discord for you?
I did not.
Yeah, just for you, man. Just for you.
If I can find Discord over here. I see a big white dot.
What are you talking about?
Let's see.
You wanted your transparency of the avatar and the shattered moon, and did I provide
that doesn't look
an
like
image?
A transparency.
Oh, it's not a transparency, but it's like, imagine how long it will take me to get that transparency actually done.
I have no idea
from where I'm at.
It does not look anything like an avatar or a moon.
Well, considering I can still see the black square behind that circle, that's going to take you a little while. So.
Not even. That was me actually doing
come back and talk to me when you got a transparency, will you? Stop teasing me.
Hey, shut your pie hole, man. Shut your pie hole.
Pie? Of course I want some pie.
All right, why don't you read the...
cheesy poofs.
You want your cheesy poofs?
I want my
we want cheesy poofs.
Is that better for you?
Well, that looks better. Now it's just got to be transparent.
All I see is a white square.
Easy.
All right. Meanwhile, time to move it right along and let folks know that if they want to stay updated on the news,
Read the calendar, please.
all that great stuff, they can go out to the Play Store on the Google Play, Android, iTunes, or Amazon app stores and get a copy of the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app that has all sorts of great stuff in it, like links to the forums, the marketplace, soda maps, soda help, podcast, radio stations, links to all sorts of popular sites. You name it, it's out there, including the NBNN Daily Britannia, which is published 7 days a week. Yes, we publish a newspaper, folks. You can check it out on the website or in the app. And, of course, we publish the calendar out there daily list of events going on inside Shroud of the Avatar. And today's calendar brought to you by Spectrum.
Oh, is it?
I have no idea what Laz is talking about. Ooh. Rawr. Community calendar. All times on it, our Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. Don't forget.
Britannia time.
12s and 6s around the clock. You can tune into WRFB.
WRFB.
For two idiots that interpret the news so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch with Laz and Jack.
With us.
Or us.
Yay.
And then after that, 7 p.m., Virtue League is... That's not happening tonight. Yeah, it's currently suspended, so that's not going to be happening. Whereas on WRFB at 7, you can tune in for the 70s at 7. At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, DJ Squirrel's going to be biting through the wires.
Squirrel.
Yes. But more importantly, on WRFB, you need to have your ear holes prepared because they are going to be probed by none other than DJ Dr. Eclipse Maiden. During her show, Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part Un. In-game, Striker Sparhawk's doing his happy hour, and this is Laz's favorite event of the week because at Striker Sparhawk's happy hour, it's also known as
Spend Sparhawk's Gold.
Yes, it's happening at
spending Sparhawk's Gold.
Yeah, it's happening at some pub somewhere in game. You just have to find out where Striker Sparhawk's hanging out, then go find them and get your free drinks.
I gotta give a quick shout out to old Striker. Striker always gives the vendors business out there and buys his teleports and recalls off our vendors. And just quick shout out to say thank you for being a regular customer out there, Striker. We appreciate it.
Yes. And then at 10 o'clock on WRFB.
WRFB.
Final event of the evening is going to be the Record Room.
The Record Room. That's right.
And that is our community calendar for this Wednesday, August 9th in Shroud of the Avatar.
That's right.
Don't be avatarded.
Don't be avatarded, thanks to our good friends.
And buy a 99-cent notebook so you can write down notes for this game.
Notes? Who needs notes? We don't need no stinking notes.
More like notes of where recipes drop.
We need those notes.
Write all that shit down now, people.
As you guys heard me ranting and raving, and I'm going to rant and rave a little bit more about it, is SodaCon Austin 2017 ticket sales end tomorrow, folks. That is right. One more day, today and tomorrow, and that is it. Ticket sales will end, and that will be it until next year's tickets go up on sale. Now, of course, again, I've been telling you this all year. Been telling you since last year what the story is and why it is. So I'm not going to repeat myself yet again since I did it earlier. If you missed it, go back and listen to today's podcast. Make us a couple pennies.
I listened to yesterday's podcast. You didn't say it today.
Cheer.
Yes, I did.
donate.
Earlier today. As I told you, I was writing back Beric.
Oh,
Beric thinks it's too early and that, there's still plenty of time. Well, sorry, Beric. Plenty of time was back in January when VIP tickets were still available. Those sold out less than 2 months. Anyway, ticket sales end tomorrow, and that's going to be it on that. If you're missing out, you're just going to have to live vicariously through us, through Pictures Stream and all sorts of other stuff. Of course, let's move on to our sponsors. Of course, the good boys and girls out there who help throw a little coin our way and help keep us going. Arius Coilmore Wands. Of course, don't forget to hang out with Coilmore Wands while he's doing the GMC Top 20 every Monday night here on WRFB. Arius putting the magic in your hands, one wooden shaft at a time, I tell you. The Britannia Mining Company wants you to come on down, check out Market Road over at Black Rock Cove. They're located in the Quell region right next to the Exeter Mines for your mining convenience and pleasure as well. RelicsByRill.com now has the new comic book. Rill posted pictures. He got the shipment of comic books, and they're going to be taking care of pre-sales orders first, and then the new comic book is going to be available to you at RelicsByRill.com. And, of course, if you want to save a little money when you check out at RelicsByRill.com, use the promo code NBNN when you check out. You'll save 10% off your T-shirts, mugs, comics, hoodies, bumper stickers, much, much more.
Hey, Jack, I've heard that the electric coupon...
Radio Free Britannia, of course, bringing you all sorts of entertainment, including us throughout the day, the Deco Divas, the Sarah and Andar Show, the Record Room, 70s at 7, the Gay Music Charts, Omen Crow's House of Omen, Wake Up New Britannia, much, much more happening. WRFB Radio Free Britannia. The Airy Fund, out there working on those community causes for all that bad stuff in the world. Gamers helping gamers. And, of course, stay tuned. We'll be bringing you all the information on the latest project here soon. And, of course, last but not least, ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs.
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related, from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, houses, expired things, rares, drops, artifacts, all the way to services. I mean, lots of fun stuff out there. 61 different player vendors. Each vendor is responsible for maintaining their own. Exactly. Expired add-on store stuff. I love the fact that, you know what, there's this brand new service out there. If you're looking for 500K adventuring XP and you want to get into a party with someone with 30 GMs, you too can join Armelian for his 500K adventurer XP bonus, or you can buy, a Village Pavilion from my shop, or you can visit Armitage, pick up some of the expired telethon rewards, all kinds of things out on Shroud Marketplace. And if you're interested in becoming a vendor, you can always register for an account. Click on vendor registration on the left-hand side. Start adding your stuff out there for sale. Easy.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah? What's up?
Speaking of expired,
yeah,
I saw that the code Jack15 off is now expired.
That's right.
That
it
is
was a
correct.
weekend sale, and it
Well,
expired.
it was actually a week-long sale. It
seemed like a weekend.
Seemed like a weekend just because it's like, you know what, when you're Jack 15 off for that 15% off of Jack store.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies. So if you miss that sale, you miss that sale. Don't forget, awesome services provided, just like Wolftom's cheese sign writing.
Cheesy writing, that's right.
Or Weddings and More by Lass.
That's right. Not just weddings, but a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched in game and you need all the fancy accoutrements that come with it, like a custom design lots or one of our pre-planned lots, or you can't afford a wedding gown of your own because you just ain't got the cash and tuxedos, well, I'll rent them to you cheap. And yeah, we'll do whatever you want. Underground, seaside, island, moonlight, sunset,
All
blood
kinds of
wedding.
stuff.
You name it, we'll do it. Weddings and more by Laz.
Yeah, and looking at the time, it is actually time to thank for us to thank the most important people around here.
You, that's right.
And that's
Don't pay
thank
attention.
you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB. We couldn't do this show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. So thank you. Don't forget, hang out with us in Discord.
That's right. Don't forget, we're the only show on the air that invites you, the audience, to come join us 5 days a week right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Of course, we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN and WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you all then.
Bye-bye.
Choose.
Bye. We're all going to die.
What you're saying.